Cancer, and welcome to your April 2020 reading. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today. I'm so excited to bring this to you. As always, I suggest that you guys watch for your sun, moon, and rising sign, which you can find through many online resources, astro.com, cafe astrology, things like that, where you can input your information and get your birth chart so you can get more information. I also do say if you want an even deeper look and you have some extra time, to watch for your Mars and Venus placements. Mars is your direction in the world that month, and Venus is a little bit more about your life, love life, if you feel called to, if you feel satisfied after this reading or satisfied after this reading. And your moon and rising sign readings, then it's up to you. Whatever you're called to do so. I also want to announce that Clyde just launched their April collection, their sun, moon, and stars collection, and I'm wearing these earrings I've just been getting so many questions about, so I want to announce them. They're absolutely stunning. They're these little huggy earrings with this white moon. It's almost like, I don't know, it's white, but whenever, and just because it has obviously a gloss over it, it almost looks iridescent, even though it's just like white with a gloss. It's so stunning and so beautiful. They're really small huggies. Like I said, they hook around your ear like that, and then this is the earring. They are only $28, so under $30. We worked really hard to get them to a really good price. We have only really limited quantities of them because they, obviously in the Christmas now, it's just a bit harder to get bigger quantities of things. So these are very limited edition, and we are shipping them out quickly. So if you like these, I suggest you hop on and order them. I'll have the link down below. We also have the star seed earrings, which are little huggies with little pink stars, smaller than this. I'll insert a photo here. Really beautiful earrings. I have some other pieces coming this week, so stay tuned and make sure you follow me on Instagram to see other launches. But like I said, these were shipping out really quick. We're getting orders out like this, so be sure, like I said, if you're interested, we'll get that to you right away. And these are called the Divine Goddess earrings. Whenever I wear them, I just feel like I get back to center. So yeah, without further ado, Cancers, enjoy your reading, and I will see you guys on my website for other resources, guides, and one-on-one coaching, as well as on my Instagram after the video. Mwah. Hi Cancer, let's look at your reading. So I used the Akashic Tarot cards today, as well as the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck and the Rider-Waite Classic Tarot deck. So let's just hop on into your reading. So the first card is the King of Forces in reverse. Or these are not, I just pulled them in reverse. So your first card is the King of Forces. The second card is One of Scrolls. It's funny, a lot of other signs got those two cards. And the last card is Four of Scrolls, the Karmic Trench. Your Goddess Guidance Oracle card of the month is True Love. The romantic strings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. It's a blank card. It's kind of interesting because the blank card usually represents for this one the beginning of the month. It's already over, so it's kind of funny. The tarot cards are so funny. Like the beginning, it's already mid-month, and so like this is the second card is middle of the month. Usually third card is end of the month. That's how I read it, as well as kind of a sequence of events. It depends on the reading. And then I just have this card in my tarot. I've never pulled it, and it's like a blank card, so it's like the beginning of the month already happened. So we'll just read from there. And then the last card is the Hangman in reverse. Okay, really good reading. So already I'm getting a really clear message. So basically, there is definitely for you guys a man in your life who's kind of providing you with a sense of groundness or stability this month. For most people, I'm going to say this is a romantic partner. I'm also seeing for some people it could be like a father. A father or male figure. Yeah, I'm going to say a father. And for a lot of people, a romantic partner who is kind of, at this time, this really grounded person who is allowing you to kind of navigate through the world. For Cancers, I mean, right now we're, like I said, in quarantine, and a lot of things are kind of up in the air. And I think that, the more sensitive you are to energy, the more intuitive you are, this can kind of affect you. And Cancers can feel a little bit overwhelmed at times, but this month at this time, I'm really truly feeling that Cancers, you guys are feeling really good. Like I said, I think that having this partner in your life, maybe they're providing some sort of financial stability at this time. Maybe like you and your partner are working. Maybe you're doing your work is maybe I don't know, maybe you were laid off of work, or maybe you're pursuing a new kind of career stretch, or maybe you're starting something new, or maybe work's just a bit slower than normal. There's definitely someone in your life at this time who is assisting you and has the intentions to make sure that that you feel that you feel stable, that you feel okay. So like I said, there's just a strong male figure. For most, I feel like you guys are are starting kind of something new, or a new way of doing what you were doing. I think a lot of you guys were navigating your career, whatever you're doing for work, in a certain way, and this kind of period, maybe a little bit even before it, has allowed you guys to, I'm hearing, it's funny, for some people I'm hearing slow down a bit. For some of you guys I'm hearing speed up. So I feel like if you felt like you're kind of moving a little bit too slow in terms of work stuff, this kind of quarantine time has allowed you to kind of push the pedal, so to say, and kind of amp it up and push forward and move forward in a more aggressive way. Like when you're like driving and you need to speed up real quick, you press you press the pedal and you push on the gas and you speed up. So for a lot of you guys, I'm really seeing how you're really speeding up during this time and really pushing forward harder. So if you're working, I'm also really seeing a lot of you guys are, not a lot, but a group of you guys are working like as nurses or something like that, or like in a hospital or in the medical field, and you guys are obviously really pushing forward. I mean, it's kind of obvious, I guess, what's going on. That's just a vision I got. As well as a lot of you guys are just pushing forward in your careers. I think that maybe you guys were kind of going swimmingly or swimming by and kind of, taking it step by step. Cancers are a crab, so you guys don't like to move super quick, except for like you're running sideways, like, and you feel with, like, unless you're really comfortable or really passionate about something that's gonna make you run sideways, you guys for the most part like to take kind of like slow steps, and you don't like things to be changed really quick. You guys like to kind of ease into things, slowly come into things, think about things before you do them, really contemplate change, because you guys like kind of your nurturing environment, and kind of things being constant provides a nurturing sensation to you guys. I'm also hearing for a lot of you guys so a lot of you guys are really just like pushing forward at this time. You got re-inspired, maybe you felt pushed or shoved, but you feel really just like ready to go, and you're really amping things up. For a lot of you guys also who were going too fast, and here's people who are kind of like burning out, and because you have this support, you're able to do that. Either if you're speeding up, you're able to do that because someone is allowing you to kind of like hold you steady while you move forward, hold you steady while you chase your passions, your dreams, the things that you desire. And also for you guys that are slowing down, or maybe we're used to a certain kind of way of life, or just a way of doing things, are also having the support, so you are able to slow down. And it's funny, the next card is one of scrolls on track. So you guys are just moving in the direction right now that is more suitable for you. So like I said, if you're going too fast, it's time to slow down. You're taking things a little bit easier, you're freeing up your schedule a little bit more, and really not working or overwhelming yourself to the point that you're feeling burnt out and exhausted, and then making unhealthy choices. I just seeing like a lot of you guys are feeling like burnt out and exhausted, making bad dietary choices, maybe skipping the gym, not working out, things like that, because you were so busy. And for those of you guys who maybe were moving a little bit too slow, this person has allowed you to have some belief or faith that they're there for you, and you now have like the courage, I guess, to go, not I guess, but you have the courage to, I guess, to like to really move forward full speed. Before, it was like kind of you were a little bit more worried about moving forward full speed, because you're like, what if, the faster you go, if you crash, the more intense the crash is. If you're going slow and you crash, there's less damage done to you and your vehicle. And the faster you're going, the harder you crash, obviously the more damage is done to you and your vehicle. So it's kind of like that metaphor. You're kind of scared to push your gas on the pedal until you felt really stable and secure. And now because you feel stable and secure through this person, or I'm also seeing it could be just through a new way of thinking, like maybe you're watching someone online who has this kind of energy, or like you're interacting with someone who has this energy, who's grounding you, maybe a therapist, someone close in your life, even a male figure who's allowing you to feel grounded during this time. That's allowing you. There's like some sort of figure with this energy. For other people, for most people, I'm gonna say it's literally your partner or a dad figure, or for a lot of people, it's gonna be your own kind of grounded approach that you've created, like, and you've cultivated. Like I said, through maybe podcast videos, like I'm just seeing like online, maybe someone you watch online who posts frequently, I don't know, is giving this kind of guidance, and so you feel more secure and able to push forward. Maybe you're watching a bunch of positive people or spiritual people that are allowing you to feel grounded in this time, and because of that, you feel like you can push forward. This card talks about self-sabotaging behavior and kind of not believing you're good enough, and you really need to get rid of this pattern in your life now. It's saying it's the karmic trend, so it's maybe something that's not been ingrained in you. Maybe it's generational, just like some sort of subconscious way of thinking, or even if it's not like generational, but it's just been ingrained in you. Or it's been a way you've thought for a bit. Like, okay, this is how things are. This is how things are gonna be. And I want to say to Cancer that just because that's how things have been doesn't mean that's how they need to go. Just because you've been doing things a certain way doesn't mean you need to continue doing things a certain way. Just because there's been a certain outcome doesn't need to mean there needs to be that same outcome. You can change things and you can change your thought patterns. It is a really intense effort, not intense effort, but it's definitely an effort to make, right? Because if you were living your life one certain way with one certain, I'm just here to change your expectations. And I'm saying that in a positive way. So if you've been expecting like, oh, things are just like this is how things usually go, you kind of get comfortable, because like Cancers often get comfortable. Just try to have higher expectations of yourself. Be like, no, actually, this is how things go. This is how much I achieve. This is how much I grow. This is how much I accomplish. This is the success I have. Change the story. I'm really hearing like rewrite and change your story to not go back to these habits. Because for Cancer, as soon as kind of one thing maybe doesn't go your way, or a few things, it's really difficult to stay on track, as is for any sign, honestly. So in this time, it's really important to keep your thoughts on a new story, like almost rewrite your story, like every day. As soon as old thoughts come back in, to remind yourself, nope, and reroute yourself. Like, I really am suggesting scripting, like in the morning, writing like your life as you'd like it to be lived. I'm really hearing that be really strong for you guys. So to wake up and first thing in the morning, write a bunch of like things in current tense of like how life would be ideally. For example, if you wanted to work the job of your dreams, you write, I am working the job of my dreams and I'm feeling so fulfilled, excited, passionate, prosperous, abundant, successful, I love my life, things like that. So rewrite your story. So I would say every morning, if you guys can do scripting, this would be really powerful to stay on track, because you guys have support and you're on track. You just need to continue pushing the engine, right? Or for some people, slowing down, but slowing down in a way that you don't get a bunch of negative, you know, thoughts coming up saying you should speed. So yeah, definitely this is the time to rewrite that story. I'm here thinking the morning is like when it's the most intense. So in the morning, if you're having those negative thoughts, like if you, instead of laying and thinking about them and thinking and then going in that direction, right? Like let's say you wake up with a negative thought and then you just keep thinking about it all day, and then you think about something and you research the thing you thought about, like you just like the momentum you start with, you kind of roll throughout the day. So I'm really hearing like when you wake up, get out of bed right away and start your new practices, rewrite that story. So change up your morning routine. I'm hearing this will be really helpful for you guys, is to change up your morning routine, the way you do things, the order you do things. So maybe you would wake up, make coffee, then do something else. Now maybe wake up, make coffee, meditate, and like just change up your routine, rewrite your story. And when you change variables in your story, it makes it easier to rewrite your story, right? Because like your brain works by conditioning. So if you've done your morning routine, or now you're doing X, Y, and Z, I'm really hearing morning though, then your brain expects the rest of the day to continue in that order. So when you shake up your morning routine, you do like Y, Z, X, your brain's kind of like, whoa. And then so when you rewrite new affirmations, it's easier for your brain to encrypt them, right? Like it's kind of like it's like how when you maneuver through your morning, it's so out of habit, so your brain literally releases certain chemicals at certain points of your day based on what it's expecting to come next. And so what you kind of do is you kind of frazzle your mind for a little bit, and you do things out of order, so your mind doesn't jump to a prediction. And in this kind of void space is where you write these new affirmations. This is where you create new affirmations. This is where you script, and you literally create a new story and you embed it. So you do your new routine every day, your new routine, and then you embed new beliefs in your new routine, and your new routine, like a new one you create over and over and over. Repetition, you know, helps you program the subconscious mind. And with this new routine, you keep scripting and you keep scripting. So you literally shift your stories from, your mind kind of associates that routine with that old story. And now you create this new routine. And now with this new routine, you have a new story. So your mind literally is like an association of like, oh, when I do things in this order and wake up at this time or do things like this, and then, you know, I hear these affirmations or I script these things, that this is a different outcome. And as you continue scripting and affirming, things will shift. And like I said, the more you do it, the stronger the kind of connection will be in your mind. Does that make sense? Like the more you continue with this new routine that you set up for yourself, and this new scripting and new affirmations, things like that, new routine. I definitely want you guys to incorporate obviously meditation, and I would really suggest scripting. And scripting can just be like literally writing, like I said, if you're living in the now, the life that you fully desire. You can do you can do that in combination with affirmations, or just affirmations. But I think in combination, like writing like examples of like scripting as if it's now, like this is this and this and this and this, and then on the same page you can like incorporate affirmations. It'll be really powerful to help you guys rewrite your story, not only like metaphorically, but like literally as you continue doing that, things shift. Your mind will associate this new routine with this new outcome, this new way of being, which will be really useful. Aside from that, I think you guys are really feeling good in your relationship this month. I think because a lot of you guys are at home, and Cancers really do enjoy being at home in their shell. You're really being able to foster your relationships. I'm really hearing a lot of self-love to you guys. Are just feeling really confident. Not, I'm gonna say confident in yourselves, but you're feeling very, what's the word? Pleased with yourselves, and you're feeling good, and you're feeling at ease. Yeah, you're feeling confident. It's really, I'm hearing the word confident a lot. So I'm hearing a lot of really, your relationships are getting much closer because I think you're spending obviously a lot of time with your partners, and Cancers love being at home with, like for a Cancer to be at home with their partner, to be at home with family is like their core frequency. I talk about this in Virgo's reading. So like if you're at home, you're already in your core frequency, and if you're at home with your family or your loved ones or your relationship or your kids or whatever, you're really feeling the love. So I think you're feeling the love not only from your partner, within yourself, and with the family and those around you. You're really like in your core frequency, which I think is what's allowing you to move forward on track, because you're really feeling like you're being able to move forward from a space that feels comfortable to you. I feel like before you guys felt like maybe you were forced into boxes and like do it this way or do it this way or do it this way, and you were kind of like told how to do it, how to do things, and now you're being able to do things your own way, kind of on your own terms, and stepping outside of the box that you're placed in, and coming from your own heart space that's true and authentic to you, and that's really powerful. Right about here, mid-month is the Empress. So I think again, a lot of you guys are, this is a motherly energy, which makes sense because you guys are Cancers. I think a lot of you guys are just really not only exuding the energy of the Empress, but are fostering being nurturing to those around you. I think that's what's all allowing you to feel this. So I think you're being very nurturing to whether if you're like with roommates or with your partner or your boyfriend, girlfriend, or your husband, wife, or with your kids. You're really in this energy, especially mid-month. Actually, as you're watching, this is pretty much mid-month. We're in a few days. You're really in this Empress energy. You're feeling really creative. So Cancers in this Empress energy not only allows them to feel very loved and connected and whole within, and like from not only in terms of like self-love, but in terms of love and connection they have with others and family and loved ones, and that because they're allowed to be in their nurturing energy, but they're also in their most creative energy. And this is when you guys can push the gas pedal and move forward. Like I said, I'm really having a divide between groups where people are moving way too quick and getting burnt out, and now are being able to relax and be in the Empress energy in terms of just staying in that very nurturing, divine, feminine, passive, slow energy, kind of resting, relaxing, reading, writing, singing, whatever that is. And for a lot of you guys, it's the opposite. It's like it's split almost. People who are moving kind of slower are now feeling like, wow, feeling a lot of self-love, or feeling fulfilled. And in terms of feeling creative, they're surrounded by those they love. They feel love, like they're in a they're almost like in like a womb of creation. And you guys are feeling very, like I said, not only nurturing, but very creative during this time. That's what's allowing you guys to move forward. Those who are moving slow are really quick, and to move forward on track, and having this kind of strong momentum is what can rewrite the story. When you're determined to push the gas pedal, that's when you can rewrite the story, especially when you're coming from a centered place or a place of self-love, right? You guys are moving forward not because you hate yourself and like want to change, which, you know, I'm not that I'm bashing that. Sometimes that can work for people when they're so upset with themselves that they finally, you know, create change. But you know what I mean, but I would say it's much better to come from a place of like learning a lesson, okay, understanding, and then deciding to integrating it, and then moving forward from there. But you guys are not coming from, you guys are coming from, not coming from that like self-hating place. You're coming from that place of like really feeling in your power, fulfilled, self-fulfilled, and like true love really is within you and all around you. And the next card is Hangman in reverse. So you guys before kind of felt a little bit stuck. I think you guys, yeah, you guys just really honestly felt stuck. I think you felt stuck in your everyday routine, and just kind of not in life, and not even in a negative way. You kind of were just like hanging there, like how he's hanging. It is in reverse. Like you guys just, now he's upright, but before he was like this, you know, like you guys just kind of felt like you're hanging there, you're kind of waiting for something to change. Because Cancer, you guys don't want to initiate that change, because like I said, you like to be in that comfortable shell. So you kind of were like, you felt stuck, but like fine. Does that make, not like you were like, yeah, you guys were stuck, but you also were like, you know, like like that Drake song, Drake featuring like life is good. You're like, it's fine. Like I think you guys felt stuck in your routine, and
not feeling like you couldn't advance to the next level of your life. Like you knew a next version of you existed, or you knew a next level of you existed, or you knew a new next level of your career and success and prosperity existed. You knew it was coming, but you just didn't know what to do because you guys were like kind of more, like I said, more of a passive energy, like, you know, if the opportunity comes, or if the time comes, or if things work out. And finally, like I said, things have flipped and you guys now are on your feet and you're moving forward and you're running forward. So now you have the Hangman in reverse. So now you feel free. Like you feel like, wow, like things, you really do feel as though things are really shifting and things really made a 180, but in a positive way. You feel like you've landed on your feet, from being stuck to landing on your feet now. You feel like you're really creative and really in your power and really surrounded by love. And now you can move forward, and now you're unstuck, or you're slowing. I mean, like seeing a visual of you being like untied. So let's say you were like tied like how he was upside down. You're being untied like one leg at a time and another leg at a time, and you're being untied. By the end of the month, I think you guys really feel free and feel really fulfilled. Like you feel like you're really moving, like I said, in the right direction. I'm gonna reiterate one more time, it's important to do, to rewrite the story so you continue in this positive direction going onward and don't revert back to, you know, self-sabotaging habits as things continue to improve in really prosperous and abundant ways. So make sure you're doing that. But you're feeling really unstuck and like your freedom. You're feeling a really big sense of freedom and creative fulfillment. You just feel like ooh, you feel like a weight has really relieved off your shoulders in a sense, but not like it was like one certain thing. You just kind of feel like, wow, like, you know, I'm grounded, I feel loved, I'm surrounded by love, things are good. Like you feel fulfilled in yourself and in your abilities, and you just feel, yeah, it's almost like in the movies when the world pauses and then the character just kind of like looks around and is just like smiling in awe. That's how you guys feel. So really beautiful month for you guys, Cancers. And yeah, I love you guys. Be sure, I would say, to work to script and to write and to, you know, allow things to grow and improve and get better. I love you guys so much. You guys are a very dear sign to me. Thank you, Cancer, so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the post notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads. You know, these kinds of videos, pick a card videos, and other amazing content. As well as I will see you guys on my website, like I said, for other resources, guides, one-on-one opportunities, as well as on Instagram. I love you guys.